can't sell anything.
Absolutely not the window. Sales there. Well, I thinking we got good news.
The customer just wasn't confident, so we just decided to refund her. So Monday morning, and you know what, it's been a good weekend. Had a family gathering yesterday and found out that my cousin's having his first baby, which were like, yeah, ace news. YouTube video went up on Saturday night. That's done really well. Like 3,500 views. And I didn't really get trolled, which I thought were all right. I had one guy who thought I run Spice because I move around loads, which, you know, it's a bad habit. It's something I do. When I'm on the phone, like, I'm totally like burning holes in carpet. So that's just me. But it was our first week on AutoTrader, like proper week anyway, where we'd done it right. And I was really, really surprised at the inquiry levels. Like, we'd done really good. So yeah, we're gonna get ourselves in. From what I know, we've sold a fair few over the weekend, so I'll have a little bit of a catch up, see where we're at. And yeah, let's see how this week goes. Monday morning, welcome to episode 2. So, first weekend where we've properly done AutoTrader. And you know what? It's actually gone pretty well. So before we go into that, we'll talk about what's sold, because there's a fair few that's gone over the weekend. So I'll start with you, Steve. What's gone?
Yep, so the Golf GTE's gone, which were very popular. If we'd have had another 3 or 4 of them, we probably could have sold them.
Do you know what I think it is with that? I think it were the colour and the wheels had to be right.
Yeah, that Moonstone Grey seems like it's the right colour in that Golf.
Yeah.
Yeah. The BMW 3 Series, 330e, black one.
The black one, okay.
So that's gone. What about you, Ben?
So I was the black A-Class Saloon Premium. Again, we could have sold that 3 or 4 times over. I know you touched on AutoTrader. I think we've come into 4 inquiries on that.
Yeah.
On that car. And then for me, it was a 21 plate blue 1 Series, which again could have sold 3 or 4 times over.
Yeah. The 1 Series does seem popular as well, so I also sold the black 1 Series as well.
Part exchanges. Now, what people have asked before is, what do we do with part exchanges? Because as you can see, our stock profile is pretty small. So we've got a number of traders that come and buy cars from us. But when you're doing things where a lot of the time you're actually valuing a part exchange without seeing it, we have to have certain methods just to make sure that we're not getting stung. So, you've all heard of Motorway. So with Motorway, what they do is when you go on there and you can get a quick valuation, takes maybe 30 seconds, they'll give you the maximum value of what they think your car's worth at part exchange. That's the maximum, and it's called cap clean. That's the terminology behind it. If you go and we buy a car, you actually get what's called cap average, and you'll realise it's always much lower than what the Motorway price is. The Motorway price gets you excited, and people think, oh, well, Motorway give me more for my car. Motorway aren't giving you anything for your car. Motorway are putting the car to market for dealers like me to go and buy it. So you'll get that valuation on your car, and then we'll ask you a series of questions. So what that Motorway valuation is, if that car's in pristine condition, it's got 2 keys, maybe maybe scuffed to the alloy, no marks to the bodywork, interior's kept up to date. Sorry, not kept up to date, it's kept up to good condition. But the most important thing is service history, and it is absolutely vital. So I'll talk about a customer I had yesterday, and I did the usual process. I'd say go on Motorway, get a max valuation, and then we'll work backwards, just because they always go on Motorway anyway. So I asked them to go on there. And they give me the value, and the car was, I think it was like 4,500. So I said, right, okay, that's the max. And that's based on, and I asked the questions about the keys, about the bodywork, and about the service history. And it had to be full. And the customer come back and said, yeah, it's got full service history. So I said, okay, brilliant. I said, okay, I think I can offer the 4.5 for it. Everything ticks every box, which, to be fair, for the age and the miles, I thought, yeah, that's good. So then I said, do me a favour, send me a photo of your service history. So they sent me the photo of the service history, and it had not actually been in a garage for close to 3 years. And customer explained, well, my dad's been servicing it. And I didn't ask if the dad were a mechanic or anything like that. But that's not a service. A service is when it's been in a garage and there's paper records of it. So unfortunately, that valuation probably lost maybe £700 in what we could pay for it. And I had to explain it to the customer, and it's quite hard for them to understand. But on the flip side, if we sold you a car and it didn't have any service history, you won't buy it from us. It works the same way. So that's how we do as part exchanges. Years ago, we used to have a site where we actually retailed them from, up in Featherstone, which is like in West Yorkshire. We used to do really well out of it. But it was Steve back then who was running it, and I lost one of my salespeople here, so I had to bring him back, and we lost that site. And that site used to be so good for us to be able to like put them on. Maybe one day we'll go back to there. But yeah, that's our part exchange strategy. Right, so it's Tuesday. It's cold. Like, it is seriously cold. Tonight is Leeds Middlesbrough, which I'm looking forward to. But tomorrow I'm going to see my mate Dave over at Lovely Car Company. He's a Middlesbrough fan. So we're going to see who's in for Ribbon there. Last night, did some deals, which, you know what, in December, it's surprising how busy it is. Usually, this is quiet time for us. But there's been some deals done, so go down, have a little look, see what's been done. Had a bit of a warranty issue to deal with, which has kind of been one of those where it's been niggling on for a little bit. Customer's car's been repaired, no problem, but they'd lost faith in the car, which, you know, I understand happens. We'd repaired it, and we just made a decision just to offer a refund and just something really. We didn't need to, because we repaired the car, but the customer not got the car back yet. But I just thought, you know, that customer's probably not going to be happy all the way through, and they're going to be waiting for something to go wrong. So just had to make that decision. I guess that's part of being in the motor industry. So yeah, let's get down there and see what's going on. Right, the Cupra has landed, and literally, I haven't even seen this yet.
Me neither.
Cal, I've not even asked him. I just thought, let's just roll and just see. So I'll have a little look round it. It's got the matte paint, and I'm going to see where. That didn't they say it on the rear?
This rear bumper here on report.
Right.
To be fair, it's here.
Do you know what? I think that shouldn't go into the paint, should it?
Just depends around this bit here. You see where it follows through?
Yeah.
Onto this here. So although it's light, it's not something you can buff out, because you'll just put a shine on the matte finish.
Right, absolutely,
So
not the window.
you
Sales there. I was
buff
like thinking we got good news. Other than that, do you know what? I like it, me. I think it's really nice.
Beautiful colour. You just got to keep up with them.
Has that got gold tailpipes as well? Wow.
Yes. They did a bit Cooper in it. They put all copper accents on.
Yeah, yeah. Ah, you've got a bit of
Yeah,
round here. You've got a bit of paint here. Ooh, is this going to be expensive? Ooh.
Find
You
out.
have to do some haggling on that. You know, you have to do some proper haggling. Someone that'll look after us. So, Wes, if you're watching this, you need to look after us. Right, only flying visit, because I've got to go try and buy some cars. So, where are we at? What's going on?
So yesterday we managed to sell the Tiguan,
Right, okay.
which was a self-prop through the website.
All right. Usually they go wrong. Then I think we only listed it on Friday.
Yeah, so it's sold over the weekend, so it's a very good car, that. So
Decent. What else?
we sold the Audi A4, which was a part exchange that came in.
That was AutoTrader as well.
Yes.
I only listed that, I think, on Saturday, so that's definitely working. What else?
The 320i, the grey one.
Do you know what? That one we could have sold 4-5 times over. Like, that was just an easy sell. So I need to try and get one of them again.
Yeah. Came in this morning and there were 3 fresh inquiries on that. It's definitely a good car.
Yeah, I'll try. Auction prices at the moment, just when I was looking this morning, were just bonkers because it's sort of coming up to January. Everything just goes up. So I'll have a little look at that. Any more or?
Yeah, we sold the grey A-Class Saloon as well. He should be hopefully picking that up tomorrow.
Right.
So that's, again, another good car.
Yeah. With that one, I think there's a tow bar that we need to either sort out or see if the customer wants it or...
Yes, I still need to ask that question, but
yeah,
we'll work around it.
A niggly issue we had to deal with last night was the warranty with Rebecca. Car's coming, we fixed it, but she's just not confident. And do you know what? Sometimes, really, at the end of the day, they have a warranty and we fixed the car, everything should be all right. But I think this customer just wasn't confident, so we just decided to refund her and just crack on. Right, so also just landed is the 320D Touring, which looks like it needs a bit of paint around there. Is that a bit of dirt? This one here, to be honest with you, I don't think, styling-wise, I don't really think we need to do anything to it. Do you know what would be nice? No. So could put a little bit of maybe something on the front there, but it looks all right to me. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, for its mileage especially, you got a couple of chips on front bumper, which we'll probably take care of.
Yeah.
But other than that, it has come in as a really tidy car.
You know what it is though? It's a motorway car, innit? it? It's just, obviously, I'm not saying because we bought it from motorway. It is your typical business driver, and more often than not, they'll look after the cars. Just coming round, I've just noticed, so on one of the 3 Series here, which is all jacked up, you can see, started there, a few modifications to it, which look good.
Yeah, just in process for this one. Mav's just started it.
Yeah, so Mav, who's filming, he's really OCD, so he likes to make sure that all his workstation here is kept in utter pristine condition, comes complete with a flake, absolute essentials monster.
If it hadn't got a Red Bull in centre console, Mav hadn't been in it.
Oh yeah, that were a thing. So when Mav started with us, we knew what cars he'd been in because he would leave a Red Bull like just before the valeters got to it.
And a flapjack wrapper.
Oh, flapjack wrapper as well. I like that anyway. But so what else we got? Anything else got going on? So,
yeah, to be fair, what just turned up today was the Cupra, the BMW 3 Series.
Yeah.
Me and Mav are popping out in a little bit to pick another one up.
What are you picking up?
I believe it's a CLA.
Okay.
We got.
That might be a premium plus. So, yeah, transition. It's probably right to talk a bit more about warranties because, truth be told, is the most stressful part of owning a car dealership because I know what it's like. If something happens to your car, it's stressful. Like, it is stressful. But it's just something that, happens in cars. There's no matter where you buy a car from, whether you buy a car new or used, it happens. And, it's easy sometimes to look at the dealer and think the dealer's done something and it's nothing that, well, definitely not us anyway, that we do. It's just how it is. But especially when, I own this business on my own and you feel every claim, do you know what I mean? It's just, you're always, on that side of trying to keep people happy and managing expectations at the same time. Ultimately, we sell used vehicles anywhere from 3 to 5 years of age, and there's a reason why the manufacturers only warrant them for so long. So things do go wrong, but that's part and parcel of it. So yeah, that, like I say, that what I was on about earlier, that claim, just my gut were telling me just on this occasion just to let the customer go find something else. And she's happy with it, by the way. She's totally happy with it. She really respects that we didn't have to do that. So hopefully one day she'll be back. And yeah, it's just something that part and parcel of the trade, unfortunately.
Right, Ben Levi, what did you sell yesterday, Ben?
I got rid of the Golf Moonstone R-Line.
Okay.
To be fair, probably need to have a chat with Danny because that was ridiculously popular.
Do you think it's the colour?
I do, don't you?
Well, that Tiguan went straight away, same colour.
Yeah.
I bet they're hard to come by then, though.
Yeah, especially at that price.
Yeah,
definitely.
I'll make a note and I'll just ask Danny to basically have a little research to done that.
Yeah. And then I did another one. The black A-Class Saloon Premium.
Okay,
So
sweet.
he's sure she's collecting that tomorrow, I think.
Brilliant. I'll get that invoice off. What about you, Levi, mate? Did we want someone on free?
Yeah, so the 330E, I've got an appointment on that at the back end of this week.
Okay.
And then I've got a handover today at half one.
You got rid of the 320i though, didn't you, as well yesterday?
320i is done.
Yeah.
That's good.
That was popular. I brought that in as a swapper.
Right. That had the kit on it, didn't it?
It wasn't really much for kit, to be fair, mate. Only had the side skirts.
Right.
It
looks well.
Looked the part, so it might be worth asking Danny to have another look for something like that.
Wednesday morning, so it's a day out of the office today. I am off to see Dave over at a lovely car company over just past Sheffield. Dave is a Middlesbrough fan. And last night, obviously, it was Leeds Middlesbrough. And we were victorious, which I'm happy about because he could have absolutely ribbed me. But how I met Dave, or got speaking to Dave, was he was on Joe's podcast, Shifting Metal, and I watched that just because you feel alone as a dealer. So when you watch other dealers talk about dealer problems, you kind of feel involved. And one time, like Dave had mentioned us and how we did our social media, and I just reached out to him and says, "Oh wow, it's mad that he spoke about us." And then from there, I went on Joe's podcast recently, which was really, really good. Like we did 2 hours of talking about everything from like life really to how hard it is to be a car dealer, but the great things about it as well. So I'm on my way over there now. I've got him a little present as a way of sort of saying kind of thank you for sort of bringing me in that little inner circle, because I'm in a WhatsApp group now with some great people, get loads of great advice, and I can just see now I'm going to end up making friends for life. So yeah, let's go over there and try not to rib him too much.
You didn't actually order the parts in person.
Got you,
How long have you been there?
about 10 minutes.
Oh, have you?
So I've got you
Just in there,
a little present, obviously, after what happened last night.
Oh, no.
It's a signed by Luke
Class.
Ayling.
Oh, mate, thank you so much. Oh, mate, dude.
But it were nice. It were nice to come here, and it were us on right side of it.
Yeah, you battered us. You absolutely battered us. Yeah, so, Danny's a Leeds fan, and we got beat 3-1,
But that
do you know him, like?
No, but it was through a friend of mine. So that he's like a cult hero, is Luke, where we are.
Yeah.
So
And he plays for Borough now.
He's been handed over. So
I'm going to frame that.
Yeah,
I'm going to put it in here.
Right, it's Thursday, and I've got good news and I've got bad news, really. So the good news is we are selling plenty. Like, everything's flying out. AutoTrader's doing really well. I can't knock it, and especially for December. But I am having mega issues buying stock at the moment. It is so expensive. Like, yeah, I can show you some of the ones here that I've lost out on. And some of them I'm losing out incrementally. Some of them I'm losing fortunes out on them. And I don't understand how, like, dealers going to make money on them. So today, we're going over to Aston Barclay. We've been invited over there for their Christmas party. There's a Zenith sale on. So we're going to go see if we can grab some stock. So yeah, let's get over there.
Take the exit onto H665 toward Castleford.
Right, so we're just down at Aston Barclay, and we're being a bit brave, probably a little bit stupid. And what we're doing is we're letting these lot loose. And I'm going to allow them to buy a car that's not in our normal stock profile. And we're going to see who makes the most profit. The person who makes most profit I'm going to give them 30% of that profit. So it's a nice little Christmas bonus if we can get it done. Are you feeling confident, Ben?
I have, mate. I've seen a lovely Bentley over there. Yeah, feeling confident, mate. Feeling confident.
What about you, Cal?
Yeah, not too bad. I'd sum it up.
What are you thinking?
So far, found a Cooper Leon.
Cooper Leon?
Yeah,
What?
1.4 hybrid, not the performance one, but
Okay.
be a bit better than performance or insurance, I suppose.
Well, I've not found anything yet, so I've had some food, which were really nice. So we're gonna have a little look round, and we'll get Steve, we'll get Levi in, and yeah, game on. Right, so one I'm going for, and you know what? I always say I won't sell Evokes just because they cause me some proper issues. That they're like the equivalent. You know when you see lads and they go out with high maintenance birds? These are the motor trade equivalent, but I like it and I know I can sell it. So at the moment, this cap's at 23 grand. I'm going to go in, just because it needs a little bit of prep, I'm going to go in at about 22 and a half. So we'll see whether we get it. Right, so at Aston Barclay, I've bought a few already. And when I was just walking round, I bumped into this gentleman who told me about a service that they're doing down here, which is so convenient. So tell me a bit more about like the refurb, what you're going to be doing.
So refurb wise, we offer retail ready prep for all your vehicles, paint, dents, alloys. We have got access to body shops off site as well, which give us a fantastic turnaround.
So if so say one of the cars that I bought today,
Yeah.
I could ring you up and say, get it prepped for me, and then you'll get it down to me fully prepped.
100%, we'll be able to give you a quote and then turn them around with 48 hours on average.
Because the thing is, that's the thing at the moment is prep takes a while, and I'm not too sure on the cost yet, which we'll go over like later down the line. But even if it was just a tiny bit more, that it meant I got on the forecourt quicker. Like I'm all for it, and I think I haven't heard of an auction service sort of do this yet.
No, we're hoping to be one of the leading players in this kind of market.
Nice one, right? Stay tuned, see how that goes.
Coming up now, it's the Black Cooper Leon. That's
How's he
next.
feeling? Is he confident?
No. To be fair, he's got a limit, and it's about 100 quid over cap, so just depends if it goes for cap or not. So basically, keep your eye out. His bid, max bid, is 19.6. That's his max bid.
Right.
All right, so I'll have a look on screen and see what it goes for. Hey, that started cheap, that. Here, he could be nicking this. Oh, he's gonna win this. 800 quid under his max bid so far. He's got it. Boom! Well done, Cal. Cheaper than what you thought, that.
Right, so I've just got back from Aston Barclay, and at the start of the day I was thinking, I ain't got no cars, but then today we've bought loads. So I'll go through some of the things that we bought today. So I bought some stuff which is kind of not really my stock profile. There's probably a few gambles as well, I'll be honest. So starting off, I bought a BMW X1, and that's 53,000 miles. Cap clean on that was 17,250, and I paid 16,600 for that, which I didn't think were bad at all. The colour is really nice. Moving on there, Cal bought the Cupra Leon, and that was, it's one of those cars that we don't have to do anything to it, which is great for me. And actually it's great for Cal, because Cal's obviously in charge of the workshop side. Also bought another Cupra Leon, these cars that I bought before. And this is the gamble of the day, and I think it could be a little bit rich. It's a Cupra Born electric, and I give 20,700. Cap clean was 21,600. So only done 5,800 miles. I don't think it's an Instagram car. I think it'd be too expensive for that. I love it. Like when I saw it, I thought that's a really, really nice car. So I just ended up going for it. And another one here is an Audi Q4 e-tron, and I looked at it and I thought I could make that look a lot better, just with some subtle changes. So I'm gonna have that grille done gloss black, but I'm gonna keep the silver rings. I'm gonna dechrome the front splitter, and then I'm gonna dechrome the rear as well.
Right, that's the CLA Premium Plus done, Ben. That's deposit in and finance documents signed. So that's my third one today. That's 3 gone. 330E that just landed today.
Oh, the 69 plate one?
Yeah, he saw it on the awaiting due in stock on the website. And then I've sourced the blue CLA Premium from Mercedes Leeds.
I got that one on BCA, that Golf. Well, actually, you know that the Moonstone grey one we put out on Monday?
Yeah.
He wanted that, but obviously I sold that literally the day that was a popular car. But I found him another one, slightly higher mileage, but I got it for, I think my highest bid was 16.2, and I got it for 15.8 or 15.9, but I've just reduced the car by 400 quid, so the customer's even happier. Yeah, so it's like 10, 12 pound a month cheaper for him, and he's a referral as well, mate, so it's no point trying to be greedy, is there?
I can't believe how busy it's been this December. December in the trade is known for being quiet.
Well,
it just is.
Yeah, we were laughing, weren't we, earlier? I've said beginning of the week, December, and I know it's traditional, like you just said, it's the worst month.
Yeah.
But traditionally for me, I can't sell anything. But obviously I'm not done as many as you, but I'm on double figures already, which is good for us in any month, really, isn't it? What do you did we say we've done? I think this week. How many have we done this week? Did you say about 15?
15 something like that. I think we're on a total. I think it's about 23 for the month.
And
not rolled over.
And to say that it's the 13th and it's the December.
Yeah.
That's class.
It's got to quiet down next week. It's got to.
Right, Cal, have you got any good news for me on the paint?
No.
No.
So we've had it priced up. A few different body shops. A couple of them didn't want to touch it because of the sort of colour that it is being matte.
Right.
Best one we had back so far was 720.
720?
And you're looking at 2 bumper corners.
You joking me? That's about £150 worth just on a normal smart repair here.
Yeah, normal bumper corner, you'd be about that or less. But
no
colour it is. I don't know if they see pound signs because it's matte or probably because it is just a difficult colour.
Right.
It's not an easy one to do.
Wouldn't it be cheaper from... I've just tried a new car because it's on the corner. We could do a full panel. Should I just do a full panel on it?
You probably will end up having to do. When you come and look at colour match and stuff like that, they'll probably have to go all the way around.
Right.
Plus it wants the gloss bits doing, which that's not a drama. That's bread and butter stuff for them.
Right. So you're saying have I messed up?
Yeah, like I said, when I first saw that report on BCA, I thought that looks a bit sat in that.
Right. Gonna have to look see what we've got there. Ring round some more people. It might be some more specialists, some people we haven't used before.
Yeah.
And yeah, see if we can get anything down. And you know what? We might even give them a cheap plug on the channel if we can find that painter that'll look after us. We'll get them tagged in it. Just not the ones like that take cash and stuff like that. Also, I think looking on that auction last night, I think you might have the winner. You know,
Touch wood, I think I've nailed it.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've just got a feeling, but I think the lowest profit might be that Q4 that I bought. Just got a bad feeling, only because it's not really much of a search car.
It's a bit of a lower spec as well, isn't it?
Yeah, we're impulsive. That's why I can't go to the auction all myself. Like, that's the reason why I have to sit at home and controlled and do proxy bids, because I'm too impulsive. I didn't even tell anybody that I was going to bid on this car. It just literally, I was just like, oh yeah, I bought one, and I'm just nodding away, thinking, what am I doing?
Next thing you know, you're over there back in front of auction, like, yep.
It was. I think I'd had too much chicken, but yeah, that could be. You know what might surprise us when we do the touches on it, just because it's the same colour as the Golf over here, pretty much. So if we do our touches, we might get away with it, but I'm not counting my chickens. So yeah, stay tuned. So I've managed to catch Mav, which is hard because he is here, there, and everywhere. So tell us a little bit more about what your day consists of.
Yeah, so my day basically consists of dechroming, tinting, wrapping, detailing, basically all of the above.
So he does loads, but I honestly believe in a couple of years' time, I think this man will go and have his own place. He'll be like the next Pimp My Ride guy, which, you know what, I'm all for, because I like to see people come through, you know, like it's Ace having Levi here. It's great seeing your progression. We just put him on a tinting course, and what a lot of people do is they think, oh, well, if I upskill them, then they're going to go, which, to be fair, I were that person anyway. I was striving for more. So just a car that Mav's done here. So he's done the full D-chrome on here. We've had the tints, and you don't realise how much of the subtle difference it makes. So when people are choosing a car, because on AutoTrader, there's loads of these.
Yeah.
And they always look a little bit boring, so...
They all blend in with each other, don't they?
Yeah, that's it. So, we're so grateful to have you here and doing what you do, and to be able to have it in-house as well, which is just such a convenience, because when you're sending cars out, it could be another 2-3 days, and you need that time to turn them over, because, time is money, as I say. So, yeah, thank you for everything, and
thanks for having me.
Stay with me just a little bit.
Have you seen the 3 Series with kit on now?
Yeah, do you know what? It makes a big difference.
Massive difference, mate. Massive difference.
I was worried at first it'd look a little bit, I don't know, just a bit too boy racery.
No, but there's different kits you can get. This is miles subtle, the one that I've ordered. So, obviously, I already had the black Kindergirl on it. So you've got the front splitter, but it's only the small one. It's not got them big extension front ends on. You've got the side strips.
Yeah.
Your little lip spoiler.
Yeah.
And then your...
That set, do you know what? That's that sets it.
And then your black rear diffuser. Customer had seen a car with it on, liked the look, and basically just asked if we could fit it. And I ordered kit from proper company, and it was actually Mav who fitted it all.
I was just going to say, Mav, did he leave a Red Bull anywhere, or?
No, funny enough, he did, but I haven't checked inside car yet. So
no, I like it. Yeah, it's really impressive. We'll have to see if we can get some in bulk.
Well, we've got a couple more coming, so it might be worth putting them on.
Yeah.
Because
nice one.
They do look different, don't they?
Yeah, good. Really good. So we're having a bit of a Friday roundup, and to start with, we've made 3.5 times over what we're paying on his AutoTrader package, like within 5 days, which is really, really impressive. But the one thing I'm not liking is I'm looking through my work list now on my website, and the amount of things that say nearly ready. But the reason we've had to do that is because we're going towards this next day delivery. We've just got to be disciplined with it. Now, I'm feeling a bit for Cal, because there's a lot of stuff arriving next week.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of pressure. Like, I always forget, like, Cal is a young lad. Like, he's such a great guy, but he's a young lad in this role. So he's going to need our support next week on running things around, just because it's going to get overloaded. We might need some more space to have a word with the guys with the compound. Now, looking what we've got out there now, we're looking full already, and I think there could be like another 12 cars to come.
I think maybe more.
What, you think there's more?
Yeah, I think so.
We'll have to check that, which is, it's going to be challenging. But from that, I'm happy with how this week's gone. I think it's gone really, really well. Sales are good. AutoTrader has done way better than I expected. So I'm hoping next week, I shouldn't be hoping, I hope it's a bit of the slowdown so we can get all the stock ready, so that then when the madness comes from, like, say, Boxing Day onwards, everything's ready to go and we can get them out before January. So yeah, thank you for tuning in this week. It's been a really, really good week, and yeah, we'll see you next week.